Okay, now you can start, I think, Lula.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, can everybody see me? Just raise your hand if you can. Yeah. So, good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to all the participants today. We have with us, we are total 25, so it's nice to see, everybody on today's Thursday morning for this special occasion where we are celebrating, World White Cane Day. And the purpose of this is basically to create awareness and I remember a couple of years of the physical events that we had last year. We connected with one of the local schools, the Rosary School at Kujira, and we visited the school to create awareness, and it was a lovely program. Our students, our committee members were all there, and we presented various items. We did various presentations to be able to create awareness. It was so lovely because many of the school children, the school principal, teachers came forward to us, sharing so much warmth, and an understanding. Many came forward and said that, this is the first time we are being made aware of the challenges, that the visually impaired or the blind face. And it was really lovely, for us to have this interaction. A year before, before this, we also had a walk that was organized, where we walked with our students, and a lot of people from civil society came and joined us. So these are memories we bring on board today, and I think it is fantastic because the pandemic has given us the opportunity to meet many more people online, and so it's lovely to make this. Without further, ado, I would like to invite as our first speaker, Mr. Rosen Medonsa. He's the president of Connection of the National Association for the Blind, and he has been like a father figure to all of us. He's a torchbearer for us, and he's like a bridge, for all of us. He keeps us together, and he's keeps all the students together, and he's often the person who brings, many more people to the institution, to share, the challenges that we face, to bring support. So, Rosendo, I would like to invite you now to give us your president's address.
Thank you, Taruna. Uh, Good morning, everybody.
Shraddha Gayakar is presenting.
What's happening?
Shraddha Gayakar presenting. A lot of people are here.
Somebody's talking. Can I start? Talula?
Yes, you can. I think Shraddha Gaonkar by accidentally has clicked on. Yeah, you can start, Rosen.
Okay, well, good morning once again, everybody here, especially I must say, mention two names who I can see here is Saraswati and Avelino. Very happy to have them with us to celebrate this day. On behalf of National Association for the Blind, Goa State Branch, I warmly welcome Mr. Umesh Chandra Joshi, the present Director of Social Welfare Department. Welcome you, sir. It's the first time we're having you with us to celebrate this great occasion, the World White Cane Day. I also welcome all our students who are connected today to this webinar, the teachers, the staff, and of course, our council members who are always there working very hard for the cause of the blind. Just a brief history of our branch. This branch Goa branch started in 1983, and ever since, all members, the council members, along with teachers, work relentlessly hard to achieve the goal. The one goal is to provide facility and help to the visually impaired persons in the state of Goa. We all know the statistics. We have more than close to 5,000 visually impaired in Goa, but we really cannot cater to all for various reasons. NAB Goa, we have a Center for the Blind located in Santa Cruz, Iswali, where we provide boarding facility to only 30 students because due to constraint of space, and we can have only 30 students there, both girls and the boys. And to look after them, we have the council, the teachers, the wardens, both male and female, separate dormitories, and from there, all our teachers work there. They are well trained to teach the blind. All our students go to regular schools because we follow the integrated education program. After school, they come to this boarding facility. All our teachers are there, and the tuition begins around 2:30 till 6 o'clock in the evening. And that we need many teachers. For 30 students, otherwise, in any school, one would require one teacher. We have 12 teachers plus volunteers we have. Because tuitions are one-to-one, which is important in case of the visually impaired persons. Otherwise, we don't require. And to give them the best, we have the proper noun. And I must say here that our children compete with the normal sighted students in regular school colleges, and many of them score higher marks than the sighted students, which is a payment for all of us who are working for the blind. And I must say one thing here, the kind of facility we have at the center and infrastructure in terms of assistive technology and approach for the person with visual impairment or blindness. And there's no other institute in Goa like us who has the best facility, not only in Goa, probably many parts of India. We're very proud of this. And Taha is our own boy, NAB boy for many years. And even now, being as a deputy director, he gives us a lot of help. He's such a knowledgeable person, and every blind child looks upon him as an ideal. And we want to have many Tahas in future in our institution. With this, once again, I welcome the director and all present on the webinar for this great celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Roseanne. That was really, lovely, because you took us down memory lane to the time when the institution was set up And having been a volunteer, over the number of years, I remember in the early years, what was the state of the institution and how with your leadership and with your networking, bringing the family of NAB together, you've taken it so much ahead, where I think the focus has been to empower, the visually challenged children. And I think that is our main objective, that is our main mission. And it's really, heartening to know, that so much work has gone into it and how our students have done so well. I now call on, Neena Prabhu, ma'am, Neena Prabhu. She's a teacher. She has been like a mother figure, to us at NAB. And she has really nurtured, children so well. She has been there since the inception. Being the strong pillar of support to the children, and she's seen them grow like a real mother. And I invite Ma'am Neena Prabhu now to tell us what is this White Cane Day that we are celebrating today.
Yes, Madam Shirley. Good morning, everyone. World over, 15th October is observed as a World White Cane Day. It holds immense relevance to the visually impaired, and I now have the privilege to speak with you on the significance of this day. The white canes serves to remind those of us who are blessed with nature's most precious gift, that is vision. The white cane is internationally recognized as a symbol of achievement and independence of the visually impaired person. The message of this day is to grant the visually impaired extra care that is required for their physical safety, confidence, and peace of mind. This day is also celebrated with the aim to recognize and respect the white cane, a symbol of blindness, and also to educate the world about their potentials, abilities, and their success to compete with the sighted world. The importance now of the cane was more felt when the visually impaired who were earlier confined only to the four walls sitting at home and is now being seen moving about independently and safely to the schools, colleges, or to their workplaces with their simple device, the white cane. Therefore, to create awareness among the masses, we organize live demonstrations at crowded places by blindfolding the pedestrians so that they can understand how it feels to be blind. With the blindfolds, they are shown appropriate technique of guiding the visually impaired persons and are also made to cross the road with the help of the sighted person. Announcements on the hints and helping the visually impaired are also made on the megaphones. We conduct street plays, short skits on helping the blind in schools and colleges, involving the students, the teachers, and the volunteers. As Sarula Madam said, we even conduct walk for the visually impaired with the slogans and hoardings on helping the blind. Pamphlets are distributed showing the right technique of the sighted guide and the hints to help the visually impaired. We also involve social club, mass media, so that more awareness is created among the masses. On this day, we give pioneering lead to the country by motivating our motorists, taxi drivers, traffic police, and the pedestrians to respect the white cane and its user, and to extend to them courtesy of yielding the right way to ensure their safe passage and assist them when required. Above all, the message is also conveyed to the motorist that we should honor and respect the white cane and its user. He should stop the vehicle and allow the white cane user to cross the road safely, as safety calls for national awakening, which is very, very necessary. Here, I would like to appreciate the traffic police for always rendering their valuable valuable support in this celebration. Worldwide Cane Day celebration on the global basis has started many years back, and we have yet a long way to go. In developing countries, the success to create more awareness could be achieved with the help of traffic police, police force, and in general with the goodwill of the motorists and pedestrians. Mass media and service clubs can provide support and give wide publicity to spread the message of the white cane. I think this could be achieved without much expenditure. In making the World White Cane Day achieve its worthy objectives, all of us now can contribute by cultivating a healthy respect for the white cane and assist its user to cross the busy road with safety and dignity. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Leena, for that really detailed and very beautiful, account of how we have been celebrating and we need to celebrate, World White Cane Day. Thank you so much for this. I now invite, one of our members, Taha Hazik, to talk to us next. Taha is, he's had a long journey with us. He's a fellow member. He's a brother. And as a student, then he went on to, bag a placement in the government services. He is the deputy director at the Directorate of Social Welfare. And what this department basically does is it helps the disadvantaged to be empowered. There are a lot of schemes and a lot of help that any person who is in need can reach out to. So Taha, I welcome you to give your address next.
Good morning, everybody. I am audible?
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, happy World White Cane Day to everybody present. Secondly, I'm really thankful for National Association for the Blind to give me this opportunity to speak on this auspicious day. It is absolutely my pleasure. I would start from the importance of white cane, what already Mrs. Veena Kapoor has discussed. I will just take it a bit ahead. White cane for a person with blindness is a friend, is a companion, is a pal, which has to be there always, which enables us to be independent, confident, and to deliver services of whatever we want at wherever possible. So, mobility and white cane is very important factor for in development of persons with blindness and in making persons with blindness a person who's completely independent. When we say mobility, the first step is learning the different various techniques of white cane. Why it is called as a white cane is because the main color of the cane is white, which is a symbol of purity. And down we have strips of red, which cautious, people around us. Okay, there is something, you have to be careful. There is, sometimes the red color has those reflectors. So it makes a person aware, there is something which we have to be careful of. Or rather, if the person requires a help, the general society can actually go and help. I will talk about two things here. One, as Mr. Mendoza at the start in his welcome speech said, as per the population of blindness in the state of Goa, we have around 4,500 odd persons with blindness in the state. What we are looking for is these 4,500 should get their place in the society. So how should it work? Number one, very important factor is acceptance of the ability which we don't have. We call it as a disability. A disability which we have. Acceptance of that is very important. The moment you accept it, the society will start accepting it. The moment you feel ashamed about your disability, society will also start feeling ashamed and make you more ashamed of what you don't have. Our parents, our neighborhoods should absolutely understand that if we are missing on a particular sense, we could probably try and compensate it with other senses what we have. Some people say persons with blindness have sixth sense, but I believe there is nothing called as sixth sense. We are compensating the fifth sense with the other four senses. We are trying to see through touch, we are trying to see through hearing, we are trying to see through taste, through smell. So it gets compensated in that way. The technology in these days have given us a lot. The cane has slowly converted into a smart cane. There are a variety of versions which are available in the market. But still, I would prefer a person who is initially learning mobility should learn with a regular cane. Because regular cane is not dependable on batteries. It's not dependable on any climate. The moment a person is well versed with a normal regular cane, a person can absolutely use a smart cane. There are 2 or 3 vendors producing smart canes, which is a very good solution again. Mobility mein, the way Madam Leena Prabhu just said, the sighted guide technique. Now, sighted guide technique is nothing but if a person with blindness is accompanied by a sighted person, there are certain norms which has to be followed by the sighted guide. He has to basically tell the person with blindness, okay, either hold my shoulder or arm. Be one step behind so that a person with blindness exactly understands whether there is an elevation or a deprivation, whether there is a step going up, whether the step is going down, X, Y, Z. The more we become independent, the more we get confidence, the more we develop that acceptance of the disability, the more we can go on it. I'm just telling this on my personal experience, and I know accepting this for some time will be very difficult, but the moment you accept, this will become an integral part of your life. And the moment it becomes an integral part, it just comes with the flow. There is no harm if anybody comes and tells you, yeah, you cannot see. Okay, fine, I cannot see. There is no big deal in that. Lekin, the moment you make this disability integral part of your body, you will go much more ahead. You will accept yourself much better than what you were doing before, due to which the society will start accepting you more and more. Thanks a lot, everybody, again, to give me this opportunity to speak, and wishing you all a very, very happy Worldwide Cane Day. And I will be very happy if I could be a help of anywhere, anytime. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Taha, for giving us a personal account, of your own journey. And, to be very frank, you have set up a very good benchmark, for all our students, to showcase, in fact, the possibilities and the key, where the key is, to step out of our comfort zone, to accept and, to learn, to be able to achieve anything. And thank you for that. And thank you also for the statistics. It's unimaginable that there are 4,500 students. Many of them are integrated into regular school, which is such a great thing. There was a time when, everybody who's not normal was considered like an outcast and kept away from, standard, let's say, access to education, mobility, so many things, and awareness has created, and allowed for so many of our students to be integrated into normal schools and everyday life, normalized so many things for that was basically the walk that was conducted in Panjim, I think a couple of years ago, and there were many volunteers who joined us. There were many schools who had joined us, and it was really a special day, to celebrate accessibility, mobility, for the visually impaired, and how we can play.
तुम्ही म्हाका सांगा, आमी खंय आसा कमी? फरक इतलोच की आमकां दिश्टी पडना आनी तुमकां दिश्टी पडटा. मनीस एकूच. अशेंय आसता की बसीन हँडिकॅपाक सीट रिजर्व आसता, पण आमकां बसपाक दिनात. आमकां बसपाक दिवप आसता, कारण तो आमचो रायट आसा.
आनी कसले कसले तुमचे रायट्स आसा?
विज्युअली इम्पेर्डाक गव्हर्मेंटान जॉब रिजर्वेशन दवरलेलें आसता, पण तेंय आमकां मेळना.
आणि तुमकां बसी, रिक्षा ह्यो खंय आसा त्यो कशें वळखूंक कळटा तर?
आमी फक्त ही व्हायट केन घेवन भायर सरपाक जाय. लोक आमकां मदत करपाक रेडी आसता आनी आमकां उलोवपाक कळपाक जाय. लोक आमकां मदत करपाक एवर रेडी असतात.
सॉरी म्हाका ह्या व्हायट केनी बद्दल कांयच खबर नासली. आयच्या दिसा तुवें म्हाजे दोळे उगटिले. आयच्यान हांव निश्चय करता की हांव अशा लोकांक मदत करतलें जांकां मदतीची गरज आसा. हांवूय मदत करतलें, तुमी मदत करा. हेल्प द ब्लायंड, सर्व द ब्लायंड.
The next is I'll be sharing some of the sharings done by our students. One is Akshay and the other is Rama Parsekar.
Hello everyone, I am Akshay Mohandas Bhavale from National Association for the Blind, Goa State Branch. First and foremost, I'd like to wish you all happy World White Cane Day. Now I'd like to say few words about this white cane. Whenever I travel from my NAB hostel to my college with this white cane, people and students were always coming forward to lend me with a helping hand after seeing this white cane. May I request all of you that if you find any person who is 100% visually impaired, please come forward to help them and to reach to their destination. I hope you will do it. Help the blind, serve the blind. Thank you.
Was that okay?
Yes, that was perfect.
Yeah. So I'll do the next one. There's one by Rama.
Good morning everyone. Wishing you a happy World White Cane Day. I am Rama Parsekar from Big Factory Goa, ex-student of Goa IDB and working as a computer trainer at Enable India, Bangalore. Today I wish to talk about white cane and how tremendous change got in my life due to white cane. Whenever I was pursuing FYPA, that time I was going alone for the college by bus, and I was low vision by left side and right side totally blind. But unfortunately, I lost my vision from left side also in the middle of the academic year. Due to that, I left college and I was remain idle at home 19 years. Whenever I was going to the barber shop, that time I was going with my parents. Then that time public speaking about me negative and putting negative thoughts in my mind and my parents' minds also. And it was making me very sad, feeling so sad in my mind. After 19 years, I got awareness, so I got information about Goa University, and I went there and I took their white cane from them, and I learned mobility also and computer also there. And after that, I went to Bangalore and I pursued 60 training for 9 months, and I got a job at Enable India, Bangalore. Okay. And right now I am working as a computer trainer at Enable India and teaching computer to the visually impaired students by roaming entire India. By seeing this, my parents are very happy, and I am also very happy. This tremendous change happened in my life because of this white cane only. So, I am requesting you, my visually impaired friends, please use the cane, and if you find any visually impaired student, then you give awareness about white cane and also assistive technology. Help the friend, serve the friend.
Thank you so much, Rama, and also to Akshay. Akshay is one of our really good students. He's done well for himself. He's in college, English literature. He's a very good orator. He's presented, and participated in so many of our plays. And it's really heartening to see how they are blossoming. Rama, of course, I met when I was volunteering for NAB, and he's such a great, model for us to emulate, because he came, to NAB. He had lost his vision and he was completely heartbroken. He felt that there was no support, from anybody. And after joining the institution, he empowered himself. It was all up to him. We could only, express our love for him, our support for him. But everything came from him. And it's so great, he's done a phenomenal, there's been a phenomenal transformation, to see him grow. He's doing so well. He's working in Bangalore now and so independent, and so well integrated, like all of us. So thank you for sharing these, your own life journeys with us. I think, when we spend time with, it is really our social responsibility to be supportive, to every individual with different abilities. And I think when we engage, there is a transformation that happens within us, that we are looking at a project or an effort where we are trying to help someone, but actually I think, we are helping ourselves, because the transformation that we experience to want to be good, to want to do something good, I think is very, very key in society today. Okay, so Deepak, should we now call on Mahadev?
No, Mahadev, I think, has got a problem with his net or something. Okay. I think we should move on.
Okay, we can move on. So now it's an honor for us, that we have Shri Umesh Chandra Joshi with us. He's currently the director of the Directorate of Social Welfare, where our colleague Taha also is the deputy director there. And it's such a privilege, sir, for you to be with us today, because it's you've been in service for the last 37 years. And that's something to really be proud of, something to really appreciate. And I'm sure our association will grow in the coming years, having you also, having this opportunity to engage with you today. So I invite, our chief guest for today, Shri Umesh Chandra Joshi.
Hello, good morning everybody. Mr. Ravindra Mehrotra and other dignitaries present for this webinar. I wish all of you a happy World White Cane Day. To begin with, I sincerely express my gratitude to the organizers of this webinar for having invited me as chief guest to grace this occasion by organizing this webinar. In one way, we have shown our solidarity that we can fight COVID pandemic to achieve our goals, although we cannot come together and celebrate the function. Worldwide Cane Day is celebrated internationally on every 15th October. This day is celebrated for creating wide awareness of the white cane, which is commonly used by persons with blindness. The white cane gives complete confidence and feeling of independence in a dignified manner to persons with blindness. As said by Taha, as per census 2011, Goa has around 2,500 persons with blindness in the state. There are a variety of opportunities in education and professional life which a person with blindness can select. It is high time now that our society starts accepting persons with blindness and also other disabilities as an integral part of the society. I am really grateful that National Association of Colorblind for Goa State Branch is doing a wonderful job in giving inclusive education through regular schools to persons with blindness. Also, it is really good to know about the various facilities like computer lab, extracurricular activities which is offered to their students. We will be always happy to extend our full support to this association within the parameters of our rules and regulations. Thanks a lot for inviting me as chief guest in this function. I once again wish you all a happy worldwide Cane Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Umeshchandra Joshi, for being there with us today and sharing your words of appreciation and encouragement. Deepak, are we ready to get on Namaste?
Good morning. Wish you happy Worldwide Cane Day. White cane is a symbol and tool of mobility and orientation. Since I learned that white cane is a tool of independence, which visually impaired use for mobility and orientation. I am a person with low vision. Before joining NAB Goa, I used to wonder that if there are any tool or technique for visually impaired. I was scared to cross the road, but when I started using white cane, I got confidence to cross road and travel independently. When I tell this to my visually impaired friends and students, some of them had accepted the white cane is a best tool which help them to find obstacles on the way to reach their destiny. Whereas, sad thing in our country is that parents ask their visually impaired children to stop coming out from their house because they are afraid that they will fall and also due to social stigma. Today, on the occasion of Worldwide Cane Day, I would like to tell that we are living in the world of technology, and technology made a tremendous change in the life of visually impaired person. All visually impaired use smartphone, but still they're feeling shy to use white cane. Technology made white cane also smart cane. So please use white cane as a tool of safety independence, and empowerment. Traveling with White Cane independently make general people aware that individuals with visual impairment are capable of being reliable, productive, and active member of society. While concluding, I would like to say that White Cane is an essential tool for visually impaired. So don't stop yourself using White Cane and see the change in you. I request all the listeners that pass this information to all the visually impaired person who are unaware of this wonderful tool. Thank you.
Also, if anybody, from our team, if they can, share some insights on how, the White Cane is used as a tool for accessibility. If you can have anyone, one of the teachers. Or then we move on to the question and answer session. What you can do is I invite all the participants. There is a chat box. If there is anything you would like to know, you can just type in your question there and we will ask it, keep it open to our members, to our stakeholders, to our collaborators, to answer these.
Okay, if you are done, then I would like to say a word to Mr. Joshi. The only one thing that remains is your visit to our center at Santa Cruz, and your magic touch will work. The heart talks so highly about you, and I'm sure your presence there. Let us hope soon COVID will go and we'll be happy to receive you there. And you see all our children, the big variety of works, including cooking, computers, lots of things. And it will be a surprise for you to see how a blind person can do the same thing what you and I can do it. We'll be very happy to have you soon. Definitely.
Yes, we look forward, Mr. Joshi, for when the lockdown eases, and a time when you can visit us and see how well our students are doing, look at the facilities, and also see in ways where, the Department of Social Welfare can engage maybe more with us, whether it is to improve, the facilities, to add more facilities, and also to create awareness, because we really have a good lab, and if we bring in school students and others to see how students are doing, I think it's really a window into something that really empowers all of us. Yeah.
Welcome, next speaker.
Yes, thank you so much. Deepak, is Mahadev back?
No, I think we should end the session with a vote of thanks. Yeah.
Yes. So I would like to say a big thank you and share my gratitude to all of you. First of all, to be there with us to spend this special occasion. Where our objective and our mission is to create more and more awareness about the White Cane and how it is a fantastic tool, to all those who are visually impaired and blind. I of course first want to thank a special person who's managed to get us all together, online. Deepak Prabhudesai, you've done a fantastic job, I was wondering, we had earlier conversations earlier, and Deepak has made a special attempt, to get to know, how Google Meet works. And really done a great job, and it's an example for all of us not to be, technology phobic. So thank you, Deepak, for that.
Thank you, Talula.
Thanks to Rosendo and all our members, for always being there, to whether it is planning of the event, sharing the insights, and also, trying to do the best that we can by motivating everybody of the team to be there together, to be present, and to constantly follow up with our students, to constantly follow up with each other. I want to thank all the teachers, Leena, Mahadev, Tanuja, Celine, all of them, Babaji, everybody, who have been working also behind the scenes, they've been working every day, connecting with each of our students, especially during the COVID lockdown. So thanks to you also to keep the spirit of NAB, to keep the work of NAB, going. Thank you to all the participants today for giving in your time and being there with us. It means a lot to us because, every person that joins us in holding hands with our students is another step forward. With that, I would like to end. Have a great day. And to those of you who have not yet visited our center, I would like you to please come and meet our students. For our students, it's a great, they're very excited to meet new people. And every person that has come has made a bond, with every child and with our members. Thank you so much.
Okay, if you have finished, Talula, you have thanked everybody. So on behalf of all, let me thank you. Wonderful job of a moderator. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rosanna.
Let's end.